One comment I think I need to talk about. Where's the comment?
It was no comment. It was just a picture.
Oh, somebody sent this picture in. I guess they're trying to talk bad about treated lumber. That's why we have the post protector. In fact, I've used that picture years ago. I don't know who sent this. I don't know what her name was, but this is what happens when concrete comes in contact with a post. It can happen. It doesn't happen often, but it can happen. So consequently, the chemicals in the concrete and the chemicals in the wood react, and they create that void right there. But guess what? We have the solution to the problem, the post protector. It goes 3 feet in the ground, it sticks out about 2 feet. The dirt, the concrete cannot touch the post, therefore, you don't have this issue. So I hope I answered your picture. I appreciate you sending it in. Keep sending the questions. I love to answer questions and get into a lively debate about this. To correct something yesterday when I was talking, I'm getting some information. They do have a sheet metal cladding that we put on that has a lifetime warranty. It's very expensive, but I stand corrected. There is a product, but it's very expensive. But my issue is not so much with the cladding when I talk about steel as I'm talking about rust on the columns, the red iron, and even the galvanized, because after so many years, it will start deteriorating too. So let's move to the next thing I want to talk about today. Our new building called the Smart Start Structure. These are the prices. We got a 20 by 40 for $17,999, a 30 by 30 for $19,999, a 40 by 40 for $24,999, and a 30 by 50 by 12 for $29,999. These were designed to go up against the tubular buildings, which I'm going to have my engineer on here next week to just tell you how they're doing that and getting these wind loads. But those buildings, as I understand, are not ready for hurricane wind loads. But anyway, check these prices out. Come on and visit with us, and let me tell you something. This is a way better building, much more versatile than tubular steel. And then we're going to jump to my quality business. We've been building these buildings for 25 years. This is a high-end. It's not the Mallett building, but it's as close as you can get to it. And if you look at the prices, they're very comparable. But today, this week, you're going to get free insulation for the roof and wall on any of these prices, and I'm going to give you which is a $3,000 to $5,000 value, or you can take $2,000 off these prices. Best deal in town. You can't touch it. I'm telling you, you can't touch it. And guess what? You'll be buying from a company that's been in business for 25 years. You can trust Mallett. 20 plus years in business, 500 plus positive reviews on Google, 20,000 buildings on the ground with kits, A+ rating with the BBB, no violations with the LSBC. I've been telling you that when you compare us to other people that we call competitors who are chasing me, everything they do is because something I created. That's fine, but the bottom line, we're the leader of the pack. So if you want quality, you want somebody who's been in business to protect yourself from a possible violator, and most of them have violations, at least those around here that I've talked to. So when you get ready to do business, go with somebody you can trust. What makes you trust us? The following. 20 years in business. Obviously, we're doing something right. The reviews tell all the story. Nobody's going to have that many reviews like us. Look at the amount of buildings we have on the ground. And that's in 3 states. I got an A+ rating with the BBB and I have over 150 reviews. And if you go check, you're going to hardly find anybody with any reviews. I've only had 1 violation in 3 years and 1 in the last 12 months, and I took care of it. And seriously, yesterday I showed you all these competitors. They all had violations. I'm not telling you who to buy with. I'm telling you to be very careful. Like I said, you got the keys that you need to look at before buying a building. 1, go to the Secretary of State. They'll tell you when they were incorporated, when they went in business, they'll tell you the principles are. Then go to the LSLB site. That's going to tell you what type of licensure he has. Then while you're there, click the violations and see if he has any violations. That's what I'm talking about right here. If he's got a violation, you might want to be concerned. How many years has he been in business? I think it's critical. Somebody's been in business 10 years or 15 years or 20 years or 25 years. I've been in business 25 years. Versus someone who's been in business 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. I think you go with the guy with the experience, right? And we're proud of that. The last thing you need to do is go visit their facility, their location. Do they have any equipment? Have they vested in the business? Have they built them their own office? Do they have a warehouse? Do they have any? Are they vested? Because if they're not vested, they can get out of the business like this, and you can end up like Brent Dugas and take off with your money. I've been in business 25. I've seen at least 6 of them go down. And people got hurt for their money. They had to file charges. It's just not, you don't want to go through that, folks. As chairman of the State Contractors Board, let me tell you, I go to those meetings and I have to see people that are taken advantage of, elderly people, people that don't have much construction experience, and these guys hoodwink them. They just smooth as ice. And they convince them to give them that deposit. And what ends up happening, they either do shoddy work or they leave with the money, you can't find them to go out of state. That's another red flag. Be careful an out-of-stater. How are you going to get, what you going to do if somebody's from Oklahoma? He comes to build your building here. First, do you think he's going to come down and fix a leak on your building, on his warranty? Of course not. What's the legal ramifications for you to try to go get him? Folks, look at the red flags. I tell you all these things for you to be able to protect yourself. Do your due diligence. Try not to get in the middle of all that. And then the last thing I want to talk about is, well, there's 2 more things. I do apples to apples. Well, that's my last thing. Let's talk about this. This is what you need to do. I have a system that you can go to. It's called the 3D image. You can call me if you want, but the best thing for you to do is go to the 3D image and design your building. It's very, very easy to use. You pick your colors, you can change your colors, you can put a wing, you can design your building and see what you want. The minute you do that, you hit the button, it's going to come to me. My building specialist is going to take that and he will send you something that's on target. Imagine how hard it is on the phone. Well, I want a 40 by 60. I want a window here. I want this. It's very hard. But look, you start this, you can put the windows where you want them, roll up door where you want, walk through door, you can pick your colors, you can add a wing, you can add a porch, you can add a gable extension, you do all that stuff, and you got a 3D image of, you get to see your building. That comes immediately to the building specialist, and now he's got something, he can really send you a great quote because he can see exactly what you're trying to do. There's no guesswork. So look, if you want to buy a building, I highly recommend you do that. And it will be a smooth deal because there'll be no question when you go, well, that's not really what I meant. Well, if you draw it and send it to me, it's going to be just right. I promise you, just right. So try to use the 3D image. You can sit there, you're going to get different ideas. I mean, you can get to see your building. And I think it helps you make a decision on what you want. Your loved one, your wife, your kids, whoever's involved in this can say, oh, I like that. Oh, wait, hey, why don't we add a wing? It's an easy tool for you to use. And I highly recommend you use it before you make the call, because when you do this, it's coming at you. They're going to get it, they're going to quote it, and that's a roof only. You can do a roof only. You can do all kinds of things with this program. That's what we use. So let's make it simple for you. Go to the 3D image, design your building, send it to me, I send you a quote. You like the quote or you don't like the quote? If you got any questions, call us and then we'll get on the phone. But now we've got something to work with. Doesn't that make sense? Let's get this done first. Okay? I mean, obviously you call because you need a building or want a building, and probably you need a building. So let's speed the process up, make it easier for you, easier for us, and this is going to be a smooth project. I mean, it's just going to boom, 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 boom. Lastly, I'm going to talk about price match. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000 on a kit, on a building, if it's apples to apples. In this area, one of the guys sells kits is Reed's. I will beat him by $1,000. Okay? I've been doing this a long time, and I can't figure out why he's trying to sell post frame when he's got steel buildings. I don't have steel buildings. I build what I sell. I don't build steel, I build post frame. I'm a proponent of wood. What is this? Hold on, let me see what he's handed me here. Oh, the other thing is, if you buy a building from us, or don't buy a building from us, I have a referral program. I'll give you $200 if someone comes here that you refer and they buy a building. It's an easy way to make money. It's a good process for you. It's a good process for us, and we love doing that. Okay? But let's get back to this price match. I'm telling you, I will beat anybody's price by $1,000, apples to apples. Surely you want to make $1,000. You can save $1,000 as long as we're comparing apples to apples. I'll go up against steel. I'll go up against stick frame. Bring it on. I'll bring them on. I didn't say that to take anybody out. Bring them on. As long as we're dealing with apples to apples. When I say apples to apples, same size, same amount of doors, same amount of roll-up doors, same amount of windows, things like that. It can be a 40 by 60 steel building. I'll go head up. He can put a wing. I can put a wing. I'm good. If it's a stick frame build, I do the same thing. So don't be scared to call me because I will match that price. I guarantee you I'm going to make you $1,000. That's my job. My building specialists are told to help you. I don't have salesmen here. I got building specialists. Their job is to help you get your dream come true. That's how we operate. After 25 years in business, obviously we know what we're doing. We are the best. That's not a brag, that's fact. I've been doing this longer than anybody in the southern region that you can talk to. So we're good at it, okay? Come visit our facility. Come see who you're doing business with. You know, I go back to that red key about go and see their facility. If you come here and see this facility, you're going to say, these people are reputable, okay? You can trust them. You give them their money, you're not going to have to worry about what happened with Brent Dugas that ran off with everybody's money. And he ain't the only one. There's more of them. And it's going to happen again. So protect yourself. Well, I don't think I got any more questions today. What is this? We will also beat. Well, who is that? Who said that?
Same person as yesterday.
Jordan Primo.
Oh, Mr. Primo? Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Primo, let's get in the bidding war. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you come here and me and you'll have a lively debate. I'll beat you by 1,000, anything you can do. Come on, bring it on. You're apparently a competitor, and I love that competitors like to come here, but I don't see y'all coming up here and facing the camera. But you're welcome to come. You have a personal invitation, but I'll beat you by $1,000 on any deal. So all those that are listening, by the way, what company are you with, Mr. Primo, so I can mention what company you are? Do we know what company he is? Why don't you tell me what company you are, Mr. Primo? Because I choose to beat you once you put your best price forward, my friend. But who you with? Tell me who you with. You're good at hiding behind that. What company you with? Let's talk about it. I wonder if that company you with has any violations. I wonder how long you've been in business. Come on, tell me what the name of the company. Got quiet. I don't know who you're with.
Citgo.
He works at Citgo.
Oh, you work at Citgo. Well, I apologize. I thought you might be one of my competitors. But anyway, you go get the best bid you can. I'll beat it by $1,000. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, if you want the best company who's been in business the longest with an A+ rating, who's built more buildings than all of them put together, and you'll talk $1,000 after you get your best bid, I don't know what else I could do for anybody. Nobody's got that many years of experience that we have. So obviously we've been doing it longer. We know what we're doing. But go get your best bid. Take your best shot at me. Whoever you're going to buy your building. And I'll beat it by $1,000 all day long. And I'll give you better materials, because you see, when I build a building, I build it with #1 treated lumber. You know, all these guys that are in this business, they didn't do treated lumber till a few years ago because of me. I now put 2x8 truss on all my buildings. They're still using 2x6s. Oh, they're going to tell, oh, you don't need to do that. It's free. It comes with the price, and I'll beat them by $1,000 with 2x8 truss, which are stronger than 2x6 trusses. But you sounded like a competitor, so I apologize for that again, because I wouldn't surprise me if a competitor would try. But look, anything I can do for you, be glad to help you. But anyway, I don't do that. I will beat anybody's price by $1,000. That means I take all make you take your best price. I'll be glad to give you a price without that. But you take that last deal with the $2,000 credit, free insulation, either one, you take your choice. It's a pretty good deal. But I appreciate you listening. Once again, I thought you might be a competitor. It sounded like somebody was a competitor, so I apologize. I'm sorry about that. But I appreciate you coming in and giving some questions. But that's about it for today, unless I got something else I've missed here. Well, I do need to tell you that tomorrow I'll be live, but Thursday we're going to have our own Sanctuary Louisiana, so they go live on Thursday. They'll have a counselor and a CEO talking about drug and alcohol treatment. That'll be Thursday. I'm probably going to I got to go out of town Thursday, so one of my guys, one of my building specialists will come live. And then next week, we're going to have Dr. Wade, the president of McNeese. He'll be showing up on Louisiana Politics and News, August the 20th at 3 o'clock. And then on August the 27th, on Louisiana Politics and News, we'll be bringing Will Wade on board to talk about McNeese, the sports program, where the basketball program's going. And Dr. Wade will talk about, he's a new president of McNeese. He'll be on that site, and we'll be talking about all the changes he's trying to make at McNeese to make it better and try to get it where it needs to be. And I think that's all the stuff I need to talk about Thursday with Wade. Okay. Once again, thank you all for listening. I appreciate y'all's questions. And once again, Mr. Primo, I apologize. I thought you were a competitor. It sounded like it, but I make mistakes too. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and we'll talk about something else. Once again, thank y'all.